Hello again, everyone. Today we're continuing on with part two of Little Red Riding Hood by the Brothers Grimm. In the first half of the story, the mom of Little Red Riding Hood sent Little Red Riding Hood to her grandmother's house to take cakes and honey because the grandmother wasn't feeling very well. Now, Little Red Riding Hood had to go all the way across the forest to get to her grandmother's house, and on the way, she met the big bad wolf. The big bad wolf, being a big bad wolf, tricked her into going off the path to look for flowers while he ran ahead to the grandmother's house to eat the grandmother, put on all the grandmother's clothes, get in the grandmother's bed, and wait for Little Red Riding Hood to come so he could eat her as well. 2-for-1 special. That's where we left off, is right when the big bad wolf was eating Little Red Riding Hood. So here we go with part two. Then the wolf snapped at Little Red Riding Hood and swallowed her in a single gulp. After that, the wolf felt full. He rubbed his belly contentedly. "That was a good meal," he said, and then he started to yawn. "Now I could do with a nap." So the wolf climbed back into grandmother's bed, and he pulled the covers over his head and closed his eyes. Soon the wolf was fast asleep, and he began to snore very loudly. He snored so loudly that all the windows in grandmother's house rattled. Toward evening, a huntsman came walking by and heard the wolf snoring. "That's strange," he thought to himself. "The old woman is snoring awfully loudly. I wonder if she's okay." So the huntsman walked up to the grandmother's house. To his great surprise, the door was wide open. "Hello, hello," called the huntsman. "Is anybody home?" But there was no answer. The wicked wolf was sleeping too soundly to hear the huntsman. "I'll just go in and make sure everything is all right," the huntsman thought. So he went inside and tiptoed up the stairs. As he climbed the stairs, the snoring grew louder and louder. The huntsman followed the snoring all the way to grandmother's bed. The huntsman looked at grandmother's bed and saw the wolf lying fast asleep. "Aha," said the huntsman, "so it's you who's snoring so loudly, you rascal. I've been hunting for you for a long time, and now it looks as if I've got you." The huntsman raised his gun and was about to shoot the wolf when it occurred to him that the wolf might have eaten the old lady. So the huntsman took a knife and cut open the wolf. Out stepped Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother. They were both happy to be saved. How big was that wolf? I mean, really. Then the huntsman filled the wolf's stomach with heavy stones and sewed it up. When the wolf awoke and saw the huntsman, he tried to run away, but the stones were so heavy that he fell down dead. Then the huntsman, Little Red Riding Hood, and grandmother ate all the delicious cakes and honey that Little Red Riding Hood had brought. Soon grandmother was feeling well again, and Little Red Riding Hood started home. When she returned, Little Red Riding Hood told her mother everything that had happened. "Never again will I speak to strangers or stray from the path when you have told me not to," she said. Her mother hugged her tight. "I'm sure you won't," she said, and Little Red Riding Hood never did. So there you go. That is the original Stranger Danger that's been passed down for years and years and years to where we are now, where people don't dare talk to somebody unless they've been introduced by somebody else. That's it. Thanks, everybody.